they are. Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk about shills and agents, aka fuckboys, that bend over and take Archon dicks up their asses. So, Chris, that's not a way to start a stream. Motherfucker, that's not a way that you would start a stream. This is the Christopher Sedaris channel. So that's exactly how I would start a stream. Anyways, so shout out to Tony Sayers. He's the one that inspired this video. He was talking about Darius Wright. Now, I'm not a fan of like going after people, attacking people, and unless they really are an agent or shell. But if they've proven themselves not to be that, you should probably leave them alone. But anyway, some agents become the people that attack the good people. But I would agree, Darius Wright. And then the other one that popped in my mind instantly is that dude Tom Campbell. They're very similar. They both set off my what up, Zane? How you doing, brother? They both set off my there's something wrong with you spidey senses. So they seem sort of dead or soul drained of all humanity. That would like Tom Campbell's a grade A example of a dead-eyed sort of soul drained vessel. If you look into Tom Campbell, like the eyes really are, and it's not just the eyes, it's the shape of the eyes, it's the eyelids, it's how their eyes look when they talk, or how their eyes look when you greet them, or how their eyes look when they say things. There's a dead-eyedness with Tom Campbell and Darius Wright. Both of them seem just, well, Darius Wright just seems like almost like a computer program. He seems completely emotionless or soulless. Like there's no, like he doesn't come off like the type of dude you would want to hang out with. He comes off like the type of dude that goes to retreats every year, 5 times a year, but's probably the most wound up, uptight dude in the room. You could say like the one wrong thing around him type of dude, and he's going to get weird or emotional. Like he just rubs me the wrong way. Now, as far as agents, I don't even know if there is one outside of somebody that's literally a part of the cult. I just don't think that like Illuminati members or whatever politics you could say, like contact specific people and say, hey, put this out and we're going to pay you. If that does happen, I hope everybody that's a part of that dies, and soon. I want you to die choking. Fuck you. Burn in hell. Kill yourself, actually. The new age, new cage, dead-eyed deceivers. Yeah. Those fucking, or that's what they, the woman I said, she's another dead-eyed, but it's in a different, it's like a different, it's not the rest-eyed dead-eyed like Tom Campbell has, or the non-emotional dead-eye that the other dude has. This one has this dead eye. Her eyes stay there. She talks. Her name's Anna. Shit, no, I forgot it. Anna something. Anna Bell or Anna Baker or some shit. I can't remember, but her name's Anna something. But she's like completely taken over by the mind virus. And she'll speak so confidently too. I know that you are love. You are the love of God. And just like, it's literally like watching somebody with a mental disorder trying to act normal. There's no humanity left in them. Something's wrong with them mentally or whatever, spiritually, maybe, if there is such a thing. These people are dead inside. They're just like, there's no human left in there. Literally vessels now. They're like completely remote controlled by whatever I call the mind virus, the archons, whatever you want to call it, angels, demons, whatever. Something that controls humans, something that plays humanity like a video game. These people are no longer, Anna Brown, I think is her name. Anna Brown. It's a loving light. I mean, that's literally how she looks to me. I'm like, bro, how's anybody watching this thing? Like, what's going on here, bro? What the fuck's going on? Nobody can tell that this is like a person that's just lying constantly. She doesn't even have human emotions. None of them do. They don't get angry or cry or there's nothing. They're just at one frequency all the time. I don't know how to explain it. It's not human. Something's going on there. Maybe it's a dilute yourself mental disorder trait to all of a sudden become one temperature all the time. Like, I don't know, man. Something's off with these people. Agents, I don't know. I don't know who's an agent, who could be an agent. It could be anybody, right? Because it could be anybody. It could be me even. I could be getting, I'm not, I wish I was getting some sort of money. I wouldn't sell lies to get money, but even how do you prove you're not? How do you prove, like if I say, what's the name? Like Alex Jones is an agent. David Icke is an agent. Whoever. Joe Rogan is an agent. They're all agents. How do I prove it? I would literally need to be a hacker and like monitor their bank account, like see the donations coming in from, .gov or something, like, I don't know exactly how it all works, but saying like, how do you identify them and really say you are that? You're getting paid, motherfucker. You're lying to people. You're getting paid. You can't. So we have to base our decisions based off of the input of what? Paranoid schizophrenics. Paranoid people are afraid of everybody. There is no good people left in their world. They're just paranoid. Everybody's out to get. Their old mama's out to get them. They're just paranoid all the time. Are we going to go based off their opinions? Because to me, they're just a comment online. That's all they are. They're a comment online. Oh no, David Icke's a shill. Chris is a shill. Shut the fuck up. You don't even know what a shill is, you fucking retards out there. You're all idiots. Everybody in humanity is a potential shill. If you actually know what a real shill is, everybody, including you, is a shill. The people closest to you are potential shills because the mind virus can work through anybody. You could say I could have an hour-long video and maybe a minute or two or even 5 minutes of that could have been mind virus speaking through me, but I was just comfortable, went on autopilot, stopped questioning the thoughts coming in. Okay? It could happen to anybody. But I would call those three shills. Now, are they getting a paycheck from somebody? No. They're just dead and they're completely controlled now. They are the mind virus speaking out loud. Like living, like observable, happening. So it's pretty interesting. So I resubscribed to, what's his name? Open Your Reality. I like Chad. He seems like a genuine guy. I definitely don't agree with everything he says, but he seems like a good-hearted, genuine guy. But man, I have not been a fan of his channel since he's come back. His shit went down the drain. He's in love with that Tom Campbell dude. And I'm looking like, why are you even listening to this dead obvious shill? Obvious shill. Look at him. You can't see it. Is that a traitor? Like, do you guys see it? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm saying, right? Like when you could just look at someone, instantly that's something's wrong. Like there's not a human in there anymore. They've become dead or emotionless or just, I don't know. I see it though. I see it like plain as fucking day. It's like it sticks out like a sore thumb. I would probably be able to point them out in a crowd. I can see it so easy. But yeah, something's wrong with them people, man. A lot of these sell you a good story, people. If you pay close attention, you look past the surface behaviors that they may have had a charisma before they were drained. They still only operate at that frequency. It's almost like they're playing a role. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. What are you doing? We've got one I'm one of the ones that can see. I'm definitely one of the ones that can see. I see right through it all. The second some of the politicians being deceptive, I instantly know it. The second a newscaster is being deceptive, I instantly know, which is why I also know that they don't know what's going on. They read scripts because a lot of times they're just doing their job. They don't know what's going on. I'd be able to read it. A lot of newscasters They don't know what's going on. It's all segregated and not segregated. What's the word? Compartmentalized. It's all compartmentalized. They don't know. And even if somebody told, maybe they could realize it, but they would still just get up tomorrow and go to work anyways and read that same script again. So, what up, Dead Inside? How you doing, brother? Sick something? Psychedelics can help you see through bullshit. It's harder to gaslight you. Absolutely. I would say mind-altering substances are very important. You will see through the code of reality. And I don't know how you're going to perceive that, because your brain is going to construct it a totally different way than my brain does. But you will see through the code of reality on some mind-altering substances, especially DMT. In that case, you'll be sober and literally seeing fucking code in diffracted lasers. That's reality's a simulation. It's obvious. It's obvious. That's not a good reality, but that's what's happening. We're either going to be honest or we're going to make shit up. Hook me up with, dude, I wish. Hook me up with some DMT, Matt. But I'd say if somebody sent me one of them DMT pens, bro, shit, I'd be chugging on that motherfucker. I'd be go, 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 go. I'd be talking to mantises or whatever. I'd come back and tell you guys exactly what happened. I'd tell you guys everything. I would do it on stream if I could, but I don't know if I'd be able to have like the conversations with the mantids or something if I'm on stream. You guys probably just see me sitting here like fucking passed out or something. I don't know exactly how it all works, but how you doing, Matt? Do you think there will be another event that will cause another lockdown? If so, when or why? Thanks. I don't know. Maybe that's all there ever will be is more events, another event, and then another event later. And that's now big, weird life events are another part of the script of reality, the same way the river's turning red is, or the new sighting of Bigfoot is, or the new UFO footage is, or whatever new distraction. These are distractions. So here's what could have happened potentially. Maybe the original civilization realized they were in a simulation, and that's why they self-extincted, and they left the AI to redo it all again. But they have a scripted realm where they constantly distract us, and it's the only way that we can have an existence that's real or important to us with these constant distractions. Because if you find out the actual truth of reality, the actual truth is very dark and hard to live in. It's hard on the mind. You are more gentle and sweet to make people be in ignorance as opposed to keeping them in the truth, which would probably make most of them absolutely suicidal. Maybe the distractions are a part of the AI script. Okay, now this year, do this distraction. Constantly, we got to keep them distracted, right? Otherwise they're going to learn, and we don't want them to learn. If they learn, they'll be as miserable and depressed as we are. They got hard reset. Yeah, something happened. You were saying, or that's just the way it all got loaded in. That's probably more likely in a simulation. Are you saying distractions are like the simulation's patches? Sort of. That's funny you said that, Kazakh Baghdad. I just said that to somebody on Discord. I think it was T I was talking to. I said, just waiting for the patch to update. Or no, he said today's felt weird. I said, it's felt weird since yesterday, August 8th, 8/8. Yesterday was a weird feeling day. I literally felt like I was being in my own reality and being transported to the new version of reality I'm going to or something. I don't know. But yesterday felt really weird to me. I was exhausted yesterday too. I mean, I didn't eat the best food yesterday either. That was really stupid of me to eat from that fucking place, but they probably still exist on a different simulation. Yeah, Dead Inside. If you think about it, if it's like a D-Wave computer type super computational simulation we're in, then you could say every single day of your existence, you enter a new timeline, because on the last day, you died. And now they have a whole family of yours to mourn your death, to feed off of luge. Like, if it was multiple timelines, we probably die every day to create more luge, because those relatives still go on in your timeline where you lived, But then they have this other timeline to feed off of still, where you died, or every day one of your relatives dies, and you create a bunch of loosh for that in another timeline you don't even experience personally. Who knows? I mean, if you're talking about like multiple timelines and qubits instead of linear ones and O's, then it can get really complicated. And I'm assuming if we are a very advanced simulation, then getting into very advanced technology is the closest you can get to describing what this place is. They say that they can change simulation via AI quantum chips. Yeah, something like that. I heard that dude, Derry Rose, or whatever the fuck his name was. I can't remember the dude's name. I know what he looks like, but said, oh, we can gather resources in other simulations or something like that. Or we can reach out and communicate with other dimensions. He said something like that. Gordy Rose was his name. I would have, if I was there, I would have been like, yo, can you make sense of that real quick? What do you even mean by that? So you type some command into your computer, your D-Wave computer, and on the screen somehow you've like, explain it to me. That makes no sense. What do you mean by that? How did your computer reach into another dimension? How do you even know your computer communicating with something from another dimension? You want to like get into detail a little bit? Because just saying that's a very broad thing to say. How does a computer reach into another dimension? What, did the code show up on their screens and say, hey, we're aliens from another dimension and we're talking to you now? Like, how did it actually happen? But I don't know. It's always mysterious, and it's always a mysterious thing, isn't it? Just another little silly distraction. This reality distracts us until we die. We all struggle to survive, and none of us do. Actually, I'm pretty sure Tony said that in his video I just watched. We all struggle to survive, and none of us do. What is this place? Like, can we come back to logic? Just normal, non-emotional, normal communicating humans trying to make sense of this realm. Can we get back to that? Have we gotten so lost in the MK Ultra CIA programming of mass mind confusion that we're all going to role play with our flower printed pants on and live in delusions? Are we ever going to come back to reality, or are we just done now? We're all going to get lost in our own little weird realities. There are so many simulations. Maybe. What do you think it's distracting us from? The truth. The thing that's making everybody in this community suicidal and miserable and depressed. The truth. They're distracting us from the truth. Hey, Chris. What up, Chaco? I feel obligated to yell your name out every time. Chaco became like a habit. They gave it an impossible task and it solved it in 3 minutes. The only way that's possible is that the chip used other chips on other simulations. Yeah, I sort of like it too, Chaka. That's interesting. So they gave it a task and it solved it hella quick, and that they figured the only way that that's possible is that this chip must be being used by other chips, or the chip used other chips on other simulations. I'm still sort of confused. So I still, that still makes no sense to me in my mind. How do they know that? How do they know that they gave it an impossible question? Well, if it solved it in 3 minutes, then it wasn't impossible. Maybe it was impossible to the limited human meat monkeys, but you're talking about a powerful AI. Probably could solve most issues in a split second. I'm surprised it took it 3 minutes, to be honest with you. If it was solvable, I'm surprised it took it 3 minutes. Truth, their rabbit hole distractions are pissed on breadcrumbs. Yeah, he always says that, doesn't he? Truth, their rabbit holes are pissed on breadcrumbs. Yep, I just always call them distractions. That's all they are. You'll see another gathering of 100 million of these types of spiders, or these types of crickets, or these types of sequoias, or these types of snakes, or these types of birds. Oh, look how many gathered. There'll be another river going red, another distraction. Somebody will see Bigfoot again, another distraction. Like, how old is this monkey man? And is he? I jokingly said this. I swear to, I'm not making this shit up. Ask anybody that's been with my channel for a long time. I jokingly said about 3 or 4 years ago, what is he like, the most masterful ninja monkey? This fucking Bigfoot. He just fucking teleports from one woods to another. He's just always in the perfect position to just be seen walking for a second before he's mysteriously gone again, for everybody to go, oh, he exists. Like, bro, this motherfucker's like a masterful ninja monkey man. Is he teleporting? I swear to God, guys, no shit. A week after that, people were uploading on these TikTok conspiracy things that Bigfoot has the ability to teleport, that he's an extra dimensional monkey. I was like, and I'm like, bro, I've made that shit as a joke. Anyways, I swear to God, guys, my hand to God on my mother's grave, saying, why are the cops after me in my nap dreams? Because you're becoming conscious. Well, not conscious, you're becoming lucid. You're realizing it's a dream. And the second most of us in the dream realm realize that we're in a dream and we become sentient, we have to all of a sudden deal with adversaries. It's very bizarre. Like, there's something that's trying to keep us from coming lucid in the dream realm. You have abilities, Matt. Some people are good with electricity. Some people are good with wind. Some people are good with telekinesis in the dream realm. It's almost like Freddy Krueger 3 or whatever, Night Warriors or whatever, where they all had special abilities in the dream. That's really how it is. Like, everybody I've talked to sort of has their little thing they do. Yeah, I don't know what yours is. Maybe you could actually use telekinesis and make those cops turn their guns on themselves and shoot themselves in the fucking head. I'd say what most astral projectors would say would be, try to stay lucid and focus on a safe room. So something like where you just feel at home. For me, it would probably be my childhood home in Beacon Woods. I'd probably just appear there and then put a safe bubble around your safe zone where no entities can interfere with you. And then you can go from there. You can turn it into a beach. You can invite in Halle Berry and clap her cheeks and do whatever your heart's desire. Do a fucking rail of cocaine or whatever. I don't know what you're into, but I would take an LSD trip where the paper was this big that I had to shove the whole paper in my mouth and go and just sit there for an hour and let it fucking absorb into me. And I'd just like, everything would become a kaleidoscope, dude. I'd see like people turning into frogs and shit. I'd be like, yes, I'm back home again. God said, let there be light. He declared a variable. The game turned on, not a big bang, something from nothing, but the simulation turned on. Just a theory. How do you feel about that? That's what I agree with, Kazak. That's what I believe. I believe that I don't believe in God. I think God's an asshole if he exists, or he's an absent God, or he's a sadistic fucking weirdo. But I believe we just loaded in like a simulation. I believe this is a simulation. About 20 videos old now, probably about 2-3 months ago, I uploaded one called My Current Theory of Everything. Or not 2 or 3 months, probably 1 month ago now. 1 month ago now. But I uploaded a video called My Theory of Everything. That's pretty much what I believe. And the reason that I feel like when you look into history, it's so mysterious because we're in a simulation. The same way if you were a character in GTA 6 and you became sentient, I said, well, look into your history. Let's see where you came from. It would be mysterious and not make sense. Unless the programmers have, actually wrote in every single day since day one. And if it was loaded in from a previous reality, there would probably be buildings and stuff that don't make sense. Sort of like the pyramids, stuff we can't replicate. So I just think it's a simulation. But that's one of my arguments, is how we just loaded in, and there's a mysteriousness to history. That proves to me we're in a simulation. Or it's one of the things that proves to me we're in a simulation. It would take all of our computers longer than universe has been running. They are saying the chip shared the problem with other simulations and they ganged up on the task. Yeah, but how are they saying that? That's what I'm getting at. Like, why are they saying that there? How did they observe that happening? Dookie Boy 96 shithole expansion pack stuck on extra hard. Yeah, we just got another update yesterday, guys. I don't know where we're gonna go. I also wanted you guys to know that you're not alone. Like, remember that you're not alone. We may be compartmentalized in reality. I know you're in your little box somewhere and in some other, but you're not alone. You're compartmentalized. You're not alone, though. You ain't alone. If you don't believe in God, who is the programmer? Whoever made the game. Okay. So, Kazak, you are the character in Grand Theft Auto 6. I say to you, now that you're a sentient AI, I say, okay, who's your God? Can you even answer that question? First off, you can't, because you're just a character in a game, unless you were programmed to be able to answer that question. You can't answer the question. Second off, if you were logical and smart enough and experiencing your simulation from a third person perspective outside of your simulation, you still wouldn't be able to name your God. You could name the creators of the game. So are the computer graphic game designers and editors and music guys and blah blah at Rockstar, are they gods? If their character in their game feels sentient, are they his god? No, they're his creator. So this reality has creators, but no God. The reason that you feel like God and this and that is because when the simulation was created, it has to build what it knows. It has to build what it is. Now, they may have a God, but if you give sentience to a simulation, it just is left with this empty hole and bizarre feeling for the rest of its existence about a God when there isn't one. It puts us in a weird, bizarre predicament. Probably Atari. Similar to the lucid dream police. When you start to realize the waking world is a dream/sim, the NPC turn on you as well. Absolutely. Yeah. What we were just talking about, Matt, in the dream realm can actually happen in actual reality. That's why movies like The Truman Show exist. It sort of talks about that, sort of shows you that. God, for lack of better word. Just asking, not arguing. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not arguing either. I think because I'm animated when I talk, people think I'm arguing with. I'm not arguing with nobody. If you ask me a question, I'm gonna just tell you what I believe. Now, if you say, Chris, I don't think you're right about this because blah blah blah, it's going to become a conversation, not an argument. Now, if you say some shit like, Chris, you're dumb, or then it's going to may become an argument. But I wouldn't even argue with you. I would just probably block you or whatever for 24 hours, just turn your chat off or whatever. I don't argue. Arguing is for children and stupid people. No, I felt like I was coming off that way. Laugh out loud. Much. I didn't mean it that way, dude. My bad. Why would it allow us to know it's simulated? It doesn't. It goes out of its way to not allow us to know that. I don't know why we became aware of it. I don't know. That's a good question. That was one of the holes in my holes video I did. That's one of the holes in my theory. It's like, why do we exist, period? Basically, like, why were we ever programmed to want to find the truth? You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense. You would not do that to a simulation. And the whole like loose thing about keeping us in the nasty state, it's a great way to excuse away the bad state of humanity, but it still sort of doesn't make sense. Why didn't it program the NPCs to feel good in a nasty state? Or to not be in a nasty state, and then it could feed off the good feeling loosh instead of the I'm suffering and depressed and miserable loosh. Somebody would say that the nasty loosh is a much higher content of loosh, maybe. I don't know. Again, we're getting into mystery and cult beliefs and religious shit. And why would it allow us to know it's? I have no idea. I know it's simulated. I know it's simulated too. Absolutely. This is a simulation. I don't think that. I know that. Without question, it's not arguable anymore. Like, it's been figured out. That's the truth, guys. I know that's hard to swallow. I don't like that either, because my avatar is also programmed to think I'm a real boy. My avatar is also programmed to want to know that I matter. And I know it sucks. I'm just telling you the motherfucking truth, baby. Maybe it did on a different simulation, 100%. Yeah, I don't know. They put that in the movie or whatever. It's like, oh, there was a perfect Matrix once, but it didn't work. And it's like, what? That's stupid. Can you explain to me how it didn't work? Everybody was just too happy. They could sense something was wrong. It's like, well, if you make it miserable, everybody's unhappy and they can sense something is wrong. So it's sort of a lose-lose the other way. You know what I'm saying? Fucking bullshit ass shit, bro. Me and Dead Inside, bro. Me and you need to get together, go and find these people and beat the fuck out of them, dude. Wait, who are we beating up? I lost my train of thought. Who the fuck are we beating up right now? No, I guess the people that made the Matrix or something? No. Who are we talking about? I know I just wanted to beat the fuck out of somebody a second ago. Anyways, doesn't matter now. I knew you'd be down, dude. I knew you'd be down. I didn't even have to ask, really. It's sort of a redundant. I guarantee you, if I was like, yo, Dad, where you at? I'll buy your plane ticket. He would. He'd get on the plane and come. I know that. Just by talking to you through comments, I know that. But who do you want to fuck up, though? Who are we going to get? We got to talk through emails that aren't being looked at. A Greek god from Legends. Don't tell anybody my secrets, Viru. I'm sort of the Thunder Lord myself. Don't tell anybody that, though. They're going to be like, oh, this guy's delusional. Everybody's an essence of something that came before what they are now. Everybody. Maybe you were a lemur monkey in a previous life. Everybody came from somewhere. Did I say a lemur monkey? Is a lemur considered a monkey? There's no such thing. That's like saying a fucking rabbit crocodile. Wait, are lemurs monkeys? No. They're more like a damn gremlin. Or not a gremlin. What was the good guy gremlin? What was his name? I can't remember now. He's cute or whatever. He's got the big bug eyes. What was the furry gremlin's name? But if he got water on him, I'm going to stress you guys out about it. I hate that, dude. When like I would suck at a trivia game. I just don't have that memory for that. But man, it really bothers me when I can't remember stuff too. I'm just like, ugh. My brother D knows the answer, bro. And he's right over there, and my OCD's making me have to go ask him right now. Like, dude, what's the little one called that gets wet? That's cute. Not a gremlin. It's a fucking. It won't come out, bro. Anyways, fuck that, dude. Lemurs are dope, though. Maybe you were a lemur in a previous life. Maybe you were a tree in a previous life. I don't know. Some people I think were rocks. They even look like they're built that way. Like they have just such a square block look to them. They may have been that part of Earth, or maybe people that have hazel eyes came out of the swamp or something, you know? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe people that have blue eyes are like the wind, you know? No fucking great God, baby. Bam! Saw what you're working with. Oh! I'm not super big, but I think I'm built well. Because my shit looks good. Motherfucker, I go to the gym. A lot of guys just big. They ain't got no muscles, though. It's like they're big without muscles. It's almost like they just have chubby arms or something. It's like, bro, you ain't even got no muscles. How'd your arms get so big without muscles? I don't know. Some people just don't look good. I don't know. I see guys at the gym way fucking bigger than me, but they don't look as, I don't think they look as good as me. They just don't have no vascularity. There's no definition. There's no veins. They literally look like a chubby dude. Like a big chubby guy. It's like, man, that shit don't look good, bro. I ran into this, actually his name, I ran into him at the gym 2 days in a row. I went yesterday and the day before. Today, or not yesterday, today and yesterday. Today was leg day, yesterday was upper body day. But I ran into him both days, and his name's Costa, just like my brother. And we got to talking for a sec. I just asked him, I was like, because he's big. He's like, you know, looks like a bodybuilder. And he told me he takes gear or whatever. He's on gear. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'm asking him, like, how many days a week do you work out? And he's like, 5. If I know I'm going to be going to competition, it may be more, for, you know, maybe even 6 days a week or something. I'm like, God damn, motherfucker, how do you heal up? And he was like laughing, and I didn't think he wanted to say it at first. Then he had to say, you know, when you take gear, you heal up really quick. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, oh, you should. I'm like, hell no, I'm not taking that shit, bro. I don't want my face to get all bloated and weird looking and chubby face. I don't know, man. People that get on, and he's like, no, trust me. And he's like showing me in his cell phone pictures of him. He's like, this is when I was taking the most stuff I was on. And his face was super slender. Actually, he looked like he was dehydrated, very slender. And I was like, okay, well, My luck, though, because he was saying that's just genetics. That doesn't happen to every guy. He's like, you really should get your testosterone checked. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'd rather just walk around with the low sex drive. If I take it once, I can no longer say I'm natural. It's just the way it is. It's a cheat. So, but he was trying to tell me, no, your face won't. I'm like, dude, my luck, I'm one of those dudes whose faces ends up getting all big or whatever and weird looking. I don't want to deal with that shit, bro. The whole reason you're taking it is to look good. Well, some people say no, because you also, your depression goes away, your brain fog goes away if you have a low testosterone. There's other issues, and people will argue that, but really, you're doing this to look and feel good. Destroying the way your face looks is literally the opposite of what you want to do. If you're into bodybuilding and trying to look good and have muscles, why would you ruin your face? That's like your most important body part. You think walking around with a big bloated, water-filled ass looking fat head, but having muscles makes you attractive? No, it really just makes you look silly. You don't even look like a natural person anymore. I just don't want to deal with none of that shit. I don't want my face to get all weird looking. What up, monster? I mean, I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna lie. I wonder about it all the time. Like, man, how would I look if I fucking took steroids? I'd probably look really fucking good. I'd probably look really fucking good if I took steroids or testosterone. They're same thing. There's no difference. There's some dude on YouTube. There's two guys that I used to watch. More Plates, More Dates, and another one was called what was his name? Greg Duche or whatever. I used to watch them, so I know about all this shit. I mean, these guys literally took the shit. They know what the fuck they're talking about. So I used to watch them all the time because I was curious about it. I was wondering about it, like, yeah, but why do they always end up looking weird? Like, can you guys see it too? Like, and that's what I was wondering. Like, can everybody see? I don't know. I feel like I can see when a dude's on steroids, just in his face, even. It's just their faces, their neck, and their chin, and all this shit gets all. I don't know. I just see it. It looks weird. They end up looking weird. A lot of sports guys are on steroids. You can see it in their face. But and that's just one thing, bro. There's other things. Their balls shrink up. Their fucking back gets acne. Their voice changes and never goes back. Like those chicks you see that took steroids and then they talk like a deep voice. They don't get off of the steroids or testosterone, whatever it is they take. I don't know if it's the same way with women. Do women take testosterone? But their voice never goes back. They stay talking like fucking Debo. What you got on my 40? I mean, like some little 130-pound girl, 5'5" little petite girl walking around sounding like Debo. Like, what the fuck did you do to yourself, man? You literally ruined yourself. Being super muscle and swelled up in the top body would make it difficult to scratch your own back. Definitely need a back scratcher. That's 2 streams in a row, bro. The last one, somebody brought up the fucking vibration things, those little vibration things, and I reached over and grabbed my vibration thing, my tuning fork. Ooh. Here, check it out. That's fucking what's that shit called? TMR or whatever, where they listen to shit. But fucking yesterday someone brought up the tuning fork, bam. Today somebody brought up the back scratcher, bam. Tomorrow next stream somebody's gonna bring up some other shit that's on my desk and I'm gonna grab it. Watch. One love, one heart. Let's get drunk. Like how 80s WWE wrestlers talk. Oh god, dude. Bro, them dudes were so dorky. I loved it though. I ain't gonna front. I loved wrestling when I was a kid. I used to watch it. One love, one heart. Let's get drunk. People ask me all the time who was my favorite wrestler, but I don't know. I guess I didn't particularly like anyone. There were certain wrestlers that I liked later on. Because I watched wrestling for probably 2 years when I was real young and then didn't watch it for like 10 years and then went back to watching it again when I was like 19 or 18. That era was dope. I loved that era of wrestling where the Big Red Machine, Triple H came back all super jacked and shit. Like, what the fuck? I thought he was on steroids, but no, he was just a pretty big natural guy, I guess. But dude, he definitely got on steroids. That motherfucker came back. I don't know if you guys remember that shit, if you guys watch wrestling, but he had gotten some sort of knee injury. And he came back, dude. He looked double as big as he was. I was like, God damn, that motherfucker got big. He had that song from Motorhead, too. Time to play the game. The fuck was his name? Lemmy. He had an interesting voice. Nobody beats Lane Staley, Ozzy, Axl Rose. These are the most unique voices in all of existence. Sounds like, or most beautiful, or most voices I like the most. Lightsaber sound effect. What does? Oh, the fucking vibrator thing? Now you know how Star Wars recorded their fucking lightsabers. See that shit, bro? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna let her in because she's scratching the fucking door. Goofy butt. Don't you dare stream bomb me, pretty girl. Don't you dare stream bomb me. Yes, it's okay, Goofy, but it's okay. No mouth kisses this time. No, of course. But she always wants a mouth kiss. Like, she just comes up for it. I mean, I know she wants the scratches. Who doesn't want to just walk up to somebody randomly and get their ass scratched? But she really goes for them. Like, she wants to lick in my mouth, bro. And it's just like, it's weird. I mean, she's slick with it sometimes. She's super slick. Like, she acts like she's not, and then well, get that motherfucker right in there too, bro. And like, literally hit my teeth and shit. Like, come on, pretty girl. I don't know why I hate when she does that, but anyways, boxer. It's something she does. She wants to kiss you in your fucking mouth, which is disgusting. I felt bad for Lindy when Lindy was here. I was like, yeah, you're sitting on the floor. You gotta get. You're like literally at her level. She's gonna be trying to fucking, basically become a part of your body. That's what she literally tries to do. I don't know what she thinks is gonna happen. Like maybe she's gonna fucking do the old Dragon Ball Z fusion with me or something, but she tries to sit in your body and fucking, she's just the cutest little dog in the world. But the whole mouth licking thing, that shit ain't cute. That's actually kind of gross and weird. But you're trying to give me your evil demonic parasites, your doggy worm parasites. You want my guts to get fucked up, pretty girl. You're using cuteness to infiltrate the human consciousness. Sometimes I try to think like those paranoid people, like people that are super paranoid all the time. And I actually can. I can get right into that paranoid mind state, but I don't like the way it feels. It just feels horrible. Person called Life appears super aware in his videos. Surely he knows wrestling is scripted. Oh, yeah, he definitely knows. I think a conscious 5-year-old knows wrestling is scripted, bro. It's a joke. So wrestling's not completely scripted. So, and this is why people, because nobody ever actually explains it. It is scripted. Most of the times, the wrestlers, they all know what's going to happen. It's not an actual fist fight. Anybody that watches boxing, MMA, K1, they're going to know the difference between an actual beating and what happens in a wrestling ring. Like, you'd have to be fucking retarded to not see it. But I don't know, some people, but you also got to keep in mind, like a lot of that is communication in there. It's more like an opera dance they're doing. So they're communicating while they're doing, all right, I'm going to get you with a good clothesline on there. Here you go. Boom, all right. And this next one, they grab it. All right, next one, you take me, you hit me with a suplex. So what they're doing is actually very impressive. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not hating on wrestlers. Wrestlers are some of the best athletes in this reality. Like somebody like Brock Lesnar's a very rare creature, you could say, just as an entity, like as a like if this cow was born with a double muscle gene, like somebody like Brock Lesnar, someone that's close to 300 pounds, moving that fast. These people are powerful, dangerous. They're definitely not pussies. They get more injuries than MMA and fighter guys do. I don't think they get CTE as much as fighters do, but they definitely get more, uh, torn knees, shoulders. Just they get fucked up, and what they do is very. I mean, would you get what's Shane McMahon, dude? Would you do what Shane McMahon ever did? That motherfucker's insane, bro. I don't care if it's scripted for him to jump off a fucking cage that's literally like 4 stories high, do a front flip, and land on another human's body that's going to smash through tables. Whether it's scripted or not, that's some straight up Evel Knievel type crazy motherfucker. You're psychotic on a level that's admirable type shit. I don't care if it's scripted. That's crazy what them motherfuckers do. And if I went into a wrestling ring, even if I did the scripted version of it with, let's say, Hulk Hogan in his prime, I'm getting hurt, bro. I'm getting hurt badly every time. Every time. Even if he's gentle with me. I guess you could say if he's really good at his job and like really makes the impacts and the slams look real without, I mean, he could just, because I'm so light to him, he could really hold me well type shit, cheerleader type shit. Maybe I could go through it without getting fucked up, but you're still 165-pound dude in there with a 300-pound monster that's 6'8". It's like, that's scary to what they do. I would never talk, but it's not a real fist fight. Do you know how I know, guys? Go and watch just one real fist fight, and you'll immediately know that what happens in a wrestling ring is not like a real fist fight. Have you ever in your life seen a dude in the middle of a fight? I mean, where'd you guys grow up? I seen fist fights all the time, but beating the fuck out of somebody, and maybe this dude's out a little bit, he's over there, and he's in a daze. The dude hasn't knocked him out yet, you could say. It's like a video game like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter when you got him in a daze. And then the dude that's winning the fight stops beating his ass and starts marching up and down the fucking bar. Ooh, this guy's got me mad. Ooh, he's got me mad now. Ooh, I'm going to give him a beating. Man, are you crazy? You can't tell wrestling is scripted. Who the fuck you ever seen in a real fight start talking and pumping? Ooh, I'm going to start shaking ropes. Ooh, I'm mad now. Ooh. You can't tell scripted. Go watch a real boxing match, for Christ's sakes. For 30 seconds, you'll see the difference. Lack of a better word, who programmed it? I don't know. How would I ever know? A version of us in base reality? Who created that reality? Do you think we are body, soul, and spirit? No, I think we're a simulation. The only thing, but one of the holes against that argument, Kazak, is that I feel different to the scripted behavior of the avatar. So that tells me that I'm something different than the body, but I'm still forced into this scripted realm, though. So I'm still in the simulation. No, I feel like I'm still here, though. I recall when Hart's younger brother, that sucked. Also ravishing Rick Rude severely messed up his neck, which totally messed up his... See, dude, to me, wasn't Rick Rude the one that would do the fucking hips or whatever? To me, that dude was in good shape. That motherfucker was in good shape. He wasn't the biggest. He wasn't Hulk Hogan, but it looked good. He had the small waist. His muscles actually were noticeable. He didn't just look like a big chubby guy. If that's the guy I'm thinking about, was his name? Oh no, Mr. Perfect was the blonde-haired dude. Rick Rude's the one that would dance, right? When I call two wrestlers doing their finishers ending the wrestler's career. Really? Ending other? Oh god, yeah. That right there. There's a compilation of that happening. Wrestling's dangerous, bro. Wrestling's scary. That's not something. Oh, they're pussies. Okay, go in there and do what they do. I'll see you tomorrow if you're not in the fucking hospital. You gotta meditate. No soul programmers. I'm a realist. I'm just a real. I don't play games. Like I don't. When it comes to shit, I'm just totally real. And a lot of people, I notice people don't like that. People, have you guys noticed that people don't like when you're real? That's weird. Like people, they want you not only to live in delusion, but to live in their delusion too. That's really weird. Anyways, yeah, that's sad, dude. Could you imagine if you were like truly like wanting that was your life's like goal, like your life mission, your dreams was to be a wrestler and then losing it to like one bad slam or something? That's just sad, bro. No soul programmers on a simulation above us, created this just as we create simulations. Yep. I agree with what Dead Inside said. The reason we feel we have a soul is because our characters were programmed from original characters. They believe they have a soul. So it was programmed into us. But again, we just feel that way because we came from original programming. Pride fighting had some freak show fist fights. This was in Japan before UFC became popular. Yo, yeah, I know about Pride, dude. One of my favorite fighters ever, and his name's gonna slip me. And I'm saying he's one of my favorite fighters ever. Is damn, what the fuck's his name? But he was in Pride, and he started out as a fucking wrestler. Like he started out as a wear a mask wrestler before he was ever in Pride. What the hell was his name? And he was such an amazing fighter. He beat the fuck out of all the Gracies. He beat the fuck out of all of them. They kept trying to beat this dude. The fuck's his name? Kazuki. God, what was his name, bro? Pride also had Fedor. I see things as my experience. Man, what the fuck was his name, man? I can't remember now. Again, I'm not good with names. I can tell you his whole life story. Can't tell you the guy's name. Isn't that crazy? I used Monroe Gateway before, but it's also saying like in the hole with no rabbit. You ever smoke marijuana and feel that derealization? Yep. Yeah, or the Godhead thing. Nothing gets done to help humanity in any way. Nope. All you get are people that play these weird white-eyed roles of everything's love and light. Like you just get delusional people telling you how they cope with the realm. And if you're not happy the same way they are, in quotes, happy, these people are actually the most unhappy, bizarre people. If you actually hung out with them, they probably, again, they're so wound up, you probably say one thing wrong and infuriate them, but they're just pretending. These people ain't happy. They're selling you something they don't even have. They're just pretending weirdos. It's weird. It's what I wish more people were just real humans. Like, show me the real you. Why don't you get on camera and cry? What are you afraid of? Why don't you get on camera and show your anger? What are you afraid of? What's wrong with all you weird programmed NPCs out there? You've literally turned into NPCs now. You're bots. You've been programmed to be bots and you allowed it to happen. I've become 100% detached. I'm just observing the simulation and warehousing my avatar. Yeah, pretty much dead inside. I'm just doing my prison bit every day. Yes, just earlier. Sakuraba, yes. Thank you, brother. Man, I hate when something fuck. Yes, Kazushi or no, I'm gonna fuck the first part up, but that's his last name, Sakuraba. Yeah, Sakuraba. What was his? Man, that's gonna piss me. I'm just gonna look it up real quick, guys. I just have like a fucking. I hate when this happens. Sakuraba. Kazushi Sakuraba. Thank you. Jeez, I was saying it right. Anyways. Nicknamed the Gracie Hunter. Yes, sir, bro. Do you remember that shit, bro? Then they put that one against him. Everyone thought he was going to beat him. He beat the fuck out of him. And then they didn't put Royce against him. That shit was actually hard to watch, bro. Because they did some weird shit. They were like, no rounds. We go to the death type shit or something. And dude, Sakuraba beat the fuck out of him for like 20 minutes. They threw in the towel, I think. If I remember correctly, they threw in the towel, and that shit was hard to watch. Like, man, you guys let your ego. Anyways, what up, Adam? I'm a legend. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Usually, I'm not good at taking compliments. I'm going to try to just take them and say thank you because it's when people compliment me, it's weird to me. It feels weird to me. I love it. Like, I love it. It feels good, but it feels weird to me. But I'm going to try to just take the thank you, brother. Like my first words want to be, I ain't no legend. Like that's the first thing I want. I got to stop doing that. I got to stop doing that. That's silly. Like somebody says something nice to you, bro, just accept it. Thank you. You know, You don't have to tell them you're not good enough. You know, it's like, Chris, you can't make sense of a nonsensical world. Absolutely. I would agree with that, Monster. You cannot make sense of a nonsensical world. Is that a quote from me? Did you hear me say that? That sounds like something I would say. But yep, I would agree. It's a Dookie Boy realm. But you guys are not alone. You're not alone. You may immediately be alone, but you're not alone. The word alone shouldn't even be in your mind. I know the mind virus likes to tell us all the time how alone we are, but it's lying to you. You're actually not alone. Again, you're separated, you're compartmentalized, but you're not alone. But anyways, yep. So that's what's going on this time around, boys. I think I heard. Does anybody want to make a song or something? What do I got going on Cyrano? I think. Oh yeah, I was doing that. That's coming out like shit. Honestly, it's very difficult for me to get the sound that I'm going for. It's almost like I really struggled trying to get a song for T recently, and I was having that same issue with this like positive song, basically just singing positive lyrics. I've noticed if you try to do something that's so far fetched, these AI programs do sort of struggle, and it's just not coming out well. I basically had to make a song out of the lyrics that I wanted to include, and I wanted to go into the tribal route with it. So these are just like basically songs to program the subconscious, stuff you would let your kids listen to, like "You're beautiful, you're amazing, you're wealthy, you're full of love, you're full of light, you are what matters, you control this matrix," just shit like that. But I'm trying to play it at 432 hertz, but I wanted to include other frequencies and stuff too. But what was I going to say? But it's just not coming out good. I sort of have to make. I had to make about fucking 30 different prompts just to get one decent one on the African one. I think I did African. I wanted to do Irish. I wanted to do. What do you guys? Is there anybody out there that's like proud of their heritage? That wants me to do like their country, maybe Czechs over here. He wants me to do like Czechoslovakian version or something, but it's folk music or tribal folk chants from specific areas, you could say. So I finally got the African one. The African one wasn't that bad, actually. It only took me like 6 prompts, but then I started doing the Irish one, and man, they were horrible, bro. They were garbage, dude. I was just like, man, this is not what I'm going for, man. Like, can you just make like this sweet sounding angelic voice Irish woman include Irish sounds without going too Irish? I mean, it doesn't have to be like some damn fiddles being played. Like, just give me an Irish folk song that sounds emotional and moves me. But it would make it all like super Irish. And I'm just like, man, I don't like the way this shit sounds. The African one's fine. I don't mind little drums and whatever instruments they use, but man, that Irish one was fucking pissing me off. I don't think I got one yet. Did I get one? Maybe I got an Irish one, but I still got to do more. I'm probably going to end up doing a Greek one because, well, I'm Greek. But did I get a good Irish one? I know I tried. I really like, man, when I hear like, oh, it's not Irish I'm trying to get. That's why I don't like it. It's Scottish I'm trying to get. God damn it. Oh my God, no wonder I'm not fucking doing well with this one. They sounded stupid. I don't like Irish music. It's not my tempo. It's not my sounds. I don't like it. But Scottish is what I should be doing. God damn, I'm trying to get bagpipes and like that fucking like Braveheart type shit going on. A friend with weed is a friend indeed. Leprechaun. I remember that. That movie was goofy, man. That movie was weird. Is Vanessa Winghar a real person or AI? I don't know. Who the fuck is that? Well, Vanessa Winghard. Wingard. That's an interesting name. Let me just go look up. Is she on YouTube? Maybe if I see her, I'll recognize her. I think I have seen her before. Okay, I just seen one of her videos the other day called "The Internet is Dying: AI Bots and the End of Human Content." I don't know. You think she's an AI? She could be. easily. If I redo my Hey Jen thing, you could see a version of me walk into this stream, put my arm around the me that's been talking the whole time and say, "Oh yeah, guys, by the way, you've been watching AI this whole time." Like, I could do that. Oh yeah, you could do that. Everybody in here. So technically you could make an AI version of yourself now and have the youngest version of yourself and use it 10 years from now, and you'll look 10 years younger while you're in your AI thing. But she could be, but I don't know. She's definitely a cute robot if she is a robot. A friend with weed is it's that Scottish accent. What have we done here? Water done hair. That's funny. That does sound Scottish. Oh man, that's a good way to do it, actually, to just listen to them talk and write down the words you hear them saying, right? Like, that'd be a good way if you were an actor and you were going to play a Scottish role, and then just write it down how you hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that motherfucker said, water, we done hair. Dune. What are we doing here? That's funny. I like dad jokes. Like book rhymes with moon. Dune. Oh yeah, Dune. Did I say it right? I said it right the second time. What are we doing here? Hair. I'm gonna fuck it up every time, bro. I'd have to practice it. I'm not too good with the accents. If somebody just spoke that way in front of me, I can imitate pretty well. But if I start doing like an English accent, it ends up sounding Scottish or Irish, or I'm good at some of them. Like, I can definitely talk how Greeks talk with their fucking accent because I grew up around that shit. But damn, so I'm gonna have to redo this one's. No, I'll do that later. I'm not in the mood to do that right now. But anyways, yeah, but actually, I'll probably get to that after I wrap this stream up, which is what I'm about to do. I'm getting a little bit. I'm not hungry. If Matt's here, I'm not hungry, but I probably am gonna wrap this stream up and go grab something to eat, even though I'm not hungry. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Yep, we're in a simulation. I know it sucks. Anyways, you're welcome, Kazak. Remember, guys, you're not alone. You're in a different area, but you're not alone. You are not alone.